Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win, or you find a way to lose. People, hold your horses. Stop taking it to the stupid and stop hating on Devin Haney. What more do y'all want him to do? Talk about a young man who has basically done what most people are afraid to do, which is to bet on himself. From being his own promoter at times, manager at times, strategically placing himself in line with DAZN, Matchroom, making the smart business decision and betting on himself and going down under and picking up those straps from Kambosos. Fought him again. Came over here and fought Lomachenko, which a lot of people still giving him flack about that fight. I understand the clean shots Lomachenko landed, but look, he just didn't do enough. Okay? Watch the fight and try not to be biased. But at the end of the day, when it comes to Devin Haney, he is the man. People just don't want to give him credit, man. I keep hearing people talk about, Devin Haney's boring. He's got pillow for fists. I hear people talking about he's ugly. I'm like, what the hell is going on? What does that have to do with anything? The only thing about Devin Haney, because I got to keep it real, that I don't really like is just the language and all that stuff that he uses. But then he wants to get out here and talk about, Allahu Akbar and all that. Now, who am I to judge the guy? But for those of you who are saying, well, why are you commenting on it? Because that kind of hits home with me, all right? So without me peeling the layers back, I'll just leave it as that. But outside of that, who am I to judge him? But people want this man. What y'all want him to do? He's trying to make a fight with Shakur Stevenson. People giving him pressure. Talking about Devin Haney. Lowball offered Shakur Stevenson. How's that a lowball offer? Shakur Stevenson, what has he done at 135? What has he done? Who has Shakur Stevenson beaten at 135? He's done nothing. Okay? Let's just put things in perspective. Don't get me wrong. Do I think that's a competitive fight? At least on paper it looks that way. But Shakur Stevenson, the 75-25% deal is the sweet spot. That's what Shakur Stevenson should take. Devin Haney took less than that, I believe. I think it was 78-22, something crazy that he took to go down to Australia and fight. But don't get me wrong. Devin still made a few $1 million. But when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, bet on yourself, take the fight. I don't like this whole idea of let the fight marinate 4 or 5 years till we get to 147. Look, man, tomorrow's not guaranteed. And like I said in the previous video, the 4-for-1 deal, it's not always going to be there. But nonetheless, what y'all want Devin Haney to do? He just challenged, issued an official challenge to Regis Prograis. For that WBC strap as well. He's out here doing what he can, but no, y'all want him to go to 147. Y'all want him to go fight Terrence Crawford. Y'all want him to fight Keith Thurman. What y'all trying to do? Get this man killed? Because y'all don't want him to have those belts? You look at 135 pounds, right? You got Lomachenko still at number 1, which I think is horrible the way they're doing Devin Haney. They just don't want to give this man his respect, right? Lomachenko, let's look at this, right? This is horrible. You look there under the WBO, Lomachenko's number 2. Stevenson's number 1. Devin Haney already beat Lomachenko. He'll beat the crap out of Baranchek if they were to fight, right? He tried to fight Stevenson. Stevenson doesn't want to fight. Then you just look across at what's really there for him. He could fight a guy named Lemos under the IBF. Nobody's going to give him any support. Again, the number 3 is Lomachenko and Stevenson, who doesn't want to fight him. Then you look under the WBC. Lomachenko's ranked number 1 still, which is horrible. But he already beat him. Then Stevenson's ranked number 2. Stevenson doesn't want to fight him. Then you got Pitbull Cruz, who is out here trying to get a fight with Gervonta Davis, which is never going to happen. Then under the WBA, that Tank fight could happen, but Tank doesn't seem like he wants to fight Devin Haney. Then you got Zepeda and then Frank Martin, which I know Frank Martin to take the fight. But at the end of the day, the one fight that a lot of people are calling for is that fight with Stevenson. And Devin Haney tried to make it. And, hey, negotiations sounds like they're still ongoing, but it's not his fault. When you look at people out here who are making the right moves business-wise, you got to say Devin Haney and his dad and his team are making the right moves business-wise. It doesn't matter if you agree with it. It doesn't matter if I agree with it. What matters is, are they moving up the ladder of success? Are they moving down? Or is it more lateral accomplishments? No, these guys, with every fight, with every business decision they make, Devin Haney takes another step, sometimes 2-3 steps, up the ladder of success. Kind of reminds me of like my boy Mills said with Al Heyman. No matter what you think about Al Heyman, whether you agree with him or not, he always seems to be taking 1 or 2 steps up the ladder of success compared to other promoters. Now, don't get me wrong. People can say what they want about Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn handles business. I don't care what no one says. Eddie Hearn handles business. But so does Al Heyman. Bob Arum, the Top Rank's been around for a while. They know what they're doing. Golden Boy, they're just barely hanging on. Lou DiBella, hey, whatever. But Al Heyman, Devin Haney, these are guys we should be paying attention to and trying to learn from. Sit there, man, and just won't give him credit, man. Devin Haney is in high demand. He earned that spot. People still watch Devin Haney and think there's nothing special about him. I don't understand how a person can look at him and say that. It's like people out here saying that about Deontay Wilder. There's nothing special about him. Look at where these guys are at. How can you say there's nothing special about him? Even Tyson Fury, I heard somebody say, he's just big. If he wasn't big, he wouldn't be doing what he's doing. Hold your horses. Let's not take it to the stupid. There's got to be something special about these guys. Okay? Rolly Romero, they say the same thing about Rolly. But the bottom line is, when you're a fighter like Devin Haney, who's accomplished what he's accomplished in a short amount of time, and the fact that people see you as somewhat vulnerable, that makes you in a very high demand. As a result, you can come out here, man, and get top dollar. Because people are going to want to pay that, feeling that it's worth the investment for the fight because they think it's easy. So we'll overpay to get the fight so we can pick up those belts, and now we go on and we make the money we want. Anthony Joshua did that with Charles the Prince Martin. They overpaid him. They felt that he was simple. He brought nothing much to the table. He wasn't a threat. Overpaid him. Picked up his belt. Then Anthony Joshua was off to the races. Devin Haney is a kind of similar situation. But the problem is Devin Haney's not Charles the Prince Martin. Devin Haney can really fight. But we're going to see what happens. I just think it's awful that they're sitting here and not giving this man credit. Now, if he has the rematch with Lomachenko, who do I think wins? I think Devin Haney wins even easier. But maybe Lomachenko decides to fight hard from the first round. But if he does, he's going to get hit. He's getting hit a lot by Devin Haney. Now, Devin Haney against Tank Davis, I have to favor Tank in that fight. It's just the power and the skill set. They're evenly matched. It's just the power. And at some point, I think Tank catches him. Devin Haney and Pitbull Cruz, I think Devin Haney beats him easily. Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a tough one. I think they're pretty evenly matched. And it'll just be one of those tough fights to call. Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, I don't know. Pretty evenly matched. Frank Martin, I don't know if Frank Martin got something special to him. I think Frank Martin may be the real boogeyman of 135 pounds, to be honest with you. So I don't know. I don't know about Devin and Frank Martin. When it comes to Kambosos Jr., I think Devin beats him. Zepeda, I think Devin beats him. Hughes, I think Devin beats him. Muratala, I think Devin beats him. But at the end of the day, cut this man some slack. You know what I'm saying? Not giving him credit. And Devin Haney just made a power move signing, going over there. And I don't know if he signed with Skills Challenge Promotions, but I wouldn't be surprised if he worked out some kind of deal where they're representing him as well as him working with another promoter. That way he can go out there and just, break the bank. And that's what he needs to do. Get as much money as you possibly can, because boxers, they don't have a very long shelf life. But that being said, Leave this man alone. What y'all want him to do? You know what I'm saying? They coming out talking about he's lowballing people. He's the champ. He lucky he didn't give him no damn 90-10 split, 80-20 split. He's lucky. Devin Haney deserves the lion's share when you start looking at how some of these sanctioning bodies break things down. And as far as how the purse goes and how much the champion gets, they better be quiet. Because, man, I should have pulled it up so I could show y'all. Some of those sanctioning bodies, boy, the champion gets the lion's share. The lion's share. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, man, we'll see what the future holds for Devin Haney. A lot of fights out there. 135, going up to 140. You're going to fight Regis. You're going to fight Rolly. Is he going to try to do like Ryan Garcia and figure out a way to fight an opponent for that vacant WBO strap that Teofimo gave up? What's he going to do? There's just so many options for him. So many options. But the one thing I don't think Devin Haney needs to do, don't succumb to the pressure, take it to the stupid, and go up and call yourself fighting a guy like Keith Thurman. Don't go up there and get viciously knocked out by Keith Thurman. Just don't do that. But that being said, man, y'all keep cool. More to come on Devin Haney. Sir Devin Haney. What y'all want this guy to do, man? He's out here, he's winning his fights. No one gave him anything. His dad, no matter you like his dad a lot, his dad got a big mouth too, and he cusses and carries on, then talks about Allahu Akbar, Alhamdulillah, and all that crap. But at the end of the day, that ain't who am I to judge that guy? The bottom line is he's taking care of his son. And he's handling the business, and they keep moving up the ladder of success. So we can sit here all day and look at the things that we don't like, but why don't we look at the things that we like, that we can like and admire about these guys, and the things that we can learn from about them? Because there's a whole lot more good to this dynamic duo, father and son, than there is the things that I think aren't so attractive. And that's what I'm here to talk about. That being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. Stop hating on Devin Haney. He grinded his way to the top. Now he's there. He should be the A side. He should be calling shots. He should be getting the lion's share of the money. He did it. No one else did it for him. He did it. And matter of fact, I don't even think the secret society was involved with anything that's happened with Devin Haney. Because I personally don't think the secret society wants him to win. And that's just my 2 cents. Keep cool in the breeze.